Great morning, great morning, great morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is time. This is Mickey D. It is time for the It's About You radio show here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. As I said, it's 8 a.m. Tuesday morning from 8 to 9. We're always together. Listen, today I want to let you know I am so happy to be here, so happy to enlighten, educate, to inspire, to motivate. That's what this program is about. It's about you. And when we get started today, I want you to know that you must see yourself as being great, someone who has overcome so many challenges that you're no longer going to look in the past and things of you failed at. And I want to start this morning, as I always do, with your morning motivation with Mickey D. And your morning motivation quote today comes from Theodore Roosevelt. And it says, "It's hard to fail, but it's even worse never to have tried to succeed." Let me say that again. It's hard to fail, but it's worse never to have tried to succeed. So my question is, are you focusing on your failures? Are you focusing on your past? Are you focusing on the wrong things? Have you tried to succeed? And as a matter of fact, I want you to take the word try out of your vocabulary. I want you to say, I will succeed. I am going to succeed. I'm going to make it. I'm not going to quit. You must tell yourself that failure is part of the process. And if you're going to fail fast so that you get that part over with and now move into your success, because that part is so important. Oftentimes we look back at, I don't have this. I was born in the wrong place. I'm a female. I'm tall. I'm too short. I'm too fat. I'm too this. I'm too skinny. Whatever excuse you come up with. But if you tell yourself, I can make it. You tell yourself, yeah, I failed, but failure is okay. It's part of the process for me to succeed. I must now focus on the success. I must see the success before I become it. See it. And then you can take the word, I saw that I had a great future. I looked into my future and I saw it was good. Now, if you take the word saw and do it backwards, it says was. Yes, I was in a bad place, but now I see I can go forward. What I see, remember, you must see yourself being successful at whatever it is. If it's success means I'm going to be a great homemaker, if I'm going to be a good parent, I'm going to be a good father, I'm going to be a good mother. I'm going to go back to school to get my GED. I'm going to go back to do whatever it is that you said you wanted to do. You determine what that success is. Success isn't you getting a PhD when that's not what you want to do. But the idea of it is you find out what that is and you go at it like your life depends on it, because it absolutely positively does. And you got to stay out of that area of unbelief and failure and focus on negative things. So that has been your morning motivational quote with Mickey D, brought to you by MauriceMcDonald.net. MauriceMcDonald.net. Go to MauriceMcDonald.net and learn all about good gut health, learning that all disease starts in the gut. So this morning, oh my gosh, we're in for a treat. I mean, talk about success. Talk about someone who's overcome all obstacles. Someone who's the epitome of what I just said. You know, I had the privilege and pleasure of working with some amazing people and amazing students in the college where I teach. And every now and then there's a bright, shining star that will rise out of the ashes. Someone that you didn't see coming, but when they came, they made their mark. So today, we're going to be talking about overcoming all odds, the overcoming spirit, so to speak. And what I have, or who I have in the studio with me today is Miss Odile Marino. And I want you to hear her story. I'm going to let her tell her story, but I'll give you a little, a little footnote. She was not born in this country. Like many people, part of this beautiful, I don't call it melting pot, because melting pot means everybody has dissolved to be alike. No, I call it a good gumbo. People come from other countries, or good salad. What's in a good salad? man, you got all kinds of good things in there, but they keep their identity. Well, we have someone here today. I'm going to have her share her story a little bit to tell you about her struggles and everything else she made it to get where she is now. She has a college degree. Let me go ahead and tell you that right now. She's got a college degree. As a matter of fact, just graduated. Oh, man, I'm so proud of her and things she's doing. So in the studio today, as I said before, is Miss Odile Marino. Odile, welcome. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. I enjoy hearing your introduction, what you just say, the quotes that you mentioned. I just want you to know that everything you say resonates with me, and everything you say, I done it. I done it. And for anyone who's listening, if you do it, if you work on yourself, you can. There is nothing you cannot do. There is nothing you cannot achieve.
That's exactly right. Just so happens I chose that one today, and you're here. I think that was a perfect one for you. But first and foremost, tell us what country were you born in?
I was born in Peru.
In Peru.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you said you came here. I know you and I have had several conversations, but whatever. But tell the audience, why did you come to America? What were your goals?
My goals was I come from a very small village in Peru with most of the females of pretty much all the students. What they do is when they finish high school, some of them don't even finish high school because they don't see purpose of continuing education. So they just end up like moving in with their boyfriends and having babies, and I did not want to do that. I always say to myself, like, I have been created to do something better with my life, to make an impact. I always say that to myself. And for some reason, since I was little, I used to have this big image of America because they call the country of the opportunities. So since I was little, I always wanted to come to the United States. I thought that in the United States, I'll be able to do anything that I want to do because I have big plans for myself. I did not want to be just a mother at 17 or 18. I knew I was created for something better and bigger. So I decided to come illegally because to get a visa to come to the United States as a young person is impossible. And I was frustrated. I felt like I finished high school. I did not know what to do with my life. I felt like the walls were closing on me because I wanted to do something, but there were no opportunities. So I decided to come to this country illegally by myself. I didn't know the risk that involves. People get murdered coming to America illegally. People get raped. I did not know that because if I did, probably I would not decided to come. But I came anyway. I crossed 5 countries. I flew to Nicaragua, and from there I crossed at the borders of Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico, and the United States. That's why I came here.
Wow, 5 countries. So to recap, you knew you wanted something better. You were created for something great.
Yes.
And you wanted more than what you saw in your country.
Yes.
Being a teenage mom, getting married, having babies.
That was my family's life. I didn't know as much as I love my family. That was my aunts. Most of them are single mothers, and I did not want that for me.
Okay. So, and you crossed 5 countries to get here. So I get chills every time I hear that because I think about people who are born in this country. You came looking for an opportunity, and you realize that, like you said, people get murdered, especially being a woman.
Yes.
Crossing over by yourself. Oh yes, I mean, so brave. So you have to me that test of endurance. You paid the price to get here to America. So what happened after you got to America?
Well, I came to America. I have so much hopes and dreams, and I say I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna have some money, I have so many plans. But unfortunately, I didn't know. I was young, and I didn't research life of an immigrant in the United States. I thought it was like the movies, like everything is good and easy and everybody achieves their goals. Well, it wasn't like that. Coming to America, I soon realized then as undocumented, we have there's a lot of things that we cannot do. And that was my biggest frustration. And there were times then I regretted coming to America because then when I was here, I felt like I was in a prison because there were so many things that I want to do and opportunities were there, but I couldn't take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah. So you came here and suddenly the real world of America hit you in the face, and being undocumented, there was a lot of probably trauma and stress and worry about deportation and everything else that comes with that. And so what did that do to your self-esteem somewhat, you think?
Oh yeah, for a long time, as I said before, when I came to the United States, I came with so eager to better myself. So one of the first thing I did is look for ESL classes, English as a second language. So I was excited to learn English. I knew I wanted to adapt to the culture of America. I wanted to not to lose my tradition or my background, where I come from, but I knew that I saw America as a place where I'm visiting and I need to respect them and I need to obey the rules and I need to adapt to the country. So I learned English. I went to look for classes and I want to continue my education, but I couldn't because I was undocumented and I did not qualify for financial aid. So that took a toll on me because now looking back, I think that I was depressed. Looking back, by then I got married, I had two kids, but looking back, I feel like I was depressed. But what kept me going was my kids. They're the ones that kept me going because I say to myself, if I don't get to achieve the dreams that I have for myself when I came to this country, I will make sure that my kids will do it. I will make sure that my kids will go to school. I will make sure that my kids will get a college degree. I will make sure that they will be a good citizens and they will take advantage of all the opportunities that this country has to offer. And so they were my main focus. And even though I looking back, I was depressed. I feel like I was depressed. But having them with me and having them allow them to become an statistics of what they think about Hispanic people, their drop out of school, or all that. I didn't want my kids to become that. So I focus on them, and I think they the ones who kept me going.
So your children became your why.
Yes, they did.
That's what I'm hearing you say, that your children, they were not going to be a stereotype.
Yes.
Of Spanish children, girls getting pregnant, boys, that kind of stuff. Because you knew what you had gone through.
Yes.
And even though you're in your depression, you kept going.
Yes.
And you were out there. And were you able to find work?
No. My husband did not want me to work because a lot of undocumented people, they work with fake Social Security numbers.
Yeah.
They drive without a license, and my husband did not want me to get in more trouble. Like he says, okay, you broke the law by coming illegally, but you're not gonna break any more laws. So that's another thing that it kept me frustrated and depressed because there was nothing that I could do. And my husband and I worked so hard to try to give the best life that we could to our kids, that we moved to a better neighborhood so they can go to better schools. But it was hard having just my husband provide for the household. So then I prayed to God and give me a talent, something that I can do to help financially in the house. So I had a eBay store for 12 years, and that's what I did for 12 years. And that kind of helped me getting out of my depression because it gave me a purpose. When I dropped my kids at school, I went to thrift shops and I got things from Goodwill, Salvation Army, and I sold them on eBay. And I was making a living doing that from home.
eBay store, yeah. Hey, that listen. First of all, you had a home business. That's what you were doing. You were contributing.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Fast forward, when you enrolled in college, what inspired you to pursue your college degree in human services? Because I know that's what you got your degree in.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I became legal.
Let me back that up. When you became legal, let me back that up. So tell the people that process, before we go any further, about how long did it take you to become a U.S. citizen?
Well, to become legal took me 17 years.
17 years.
Yes, 17 years. Because I came illegally crossing the border, the law requires me to leave the country to get my legal documentation in Peru. But that meant that I would have to leave my family behind, my kids behind. So I never wanted to do that. So I decided I thought I would remain legal for the rest of my life because I did not want to get separated from my children. But there was at some point in my life that I could not. My kids were getting older. They were. I wasn't as involved as I was when they were little. They didn't need me as much, so I felt like, again, frustrated because my kids were moving on, going into high school, and not needing me so much. And then I say, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, I want to do something. I have been created to do something. And so I decided, and I will do it. I got the courage to finally decide it, and I will go through the process of becoming legal. And if that meant then I will have to leave the country, then that's what I'm gonna do. If they tell me, immigration tells me you cannot return to America for 10 years because that's one of the consequences that could happen, then my husband and I decided, and we planned for that. We planned that we want to sell the house and we're all going to move to Peru. And deep inside, I did not want to do that, but that was the plan. So I did it, and I went. The day I left the United States without my children and my husband was one of the hardest things I had to do. It took me 2 months to return back.
Okay, all right.
But when I came back,
right,
I felt like I was a bird. Before I went to Peru to become legal, I felt like I was a bird trapped in a cage. And when I came back, that cage was wide open.
The cage door was open.
Wide open.
Yes.
For me. And immediately, as soon as I got my green card, I went to the DMV to get my driver's license. I learned to drive.
Yes.
I came to CPCC 2 months later, and I registered to pursue my college degree. That's something that I always wanted to do. By then, I was almost 40, so I thought then, I always want to be a psychologist. I always had since I was a little girl, but I was almost 40. So I said that I didn't think, okay, now I'm 40, I just need to get a degree that will help me find a job. That's all I was thinking because I thought it's too late for me to become a psychologist. So I registered to study business and CPCC. I wanted a business degree, but I was miserable. I did not like the classes. It was so hard. And my husband said to me one night when he saw me like struggling with the homework, and he says, "That's okay, just quit. You don't have to do this. Like, you don't have to. Why you worry so much? Just quit." And I told my husband, "I cannot quit. I want to finish. At least I want to finish the semester because what example I will give to my kids if I quit? Like, no, I have always told them we're not quitters, and I cannot quit." So I finished the semester, and then when COVID came, I became sick. I became severely sick. I have a lot of symptoms. MS. My doctor thought it was MS. I went through 3 MRIs, scans, CT scans, blood tests, and eventually, after 9 months of not knowing what I have, because I have physically, I could not stand sometimes. I could not move. My body, it was, I had rashes all over. I had a lot of things going on in my body, and the doctors couldn't figure out what was happening to me. So after 9 months of all the tests, then they did, the neurologist told me that it was anxiety. So I didn't think that was anxiety, because it was very difficult for me to accept that, because Hispanic people, that's something culturally, we don't believe in
Anxiety,
mental health.
Mental health,
it's
okay,
not real.
yeah.
So when the neurologist told me that I need to see a psychiatrist,
yeah.
I was so angry at him, because, again, Hispanic people think if you're going to see a psychiatrist, it's because you're crazy.
Something's wrong. You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Yeah, right.
That's what they say. You're crazy.
That's culturally sometimes.
You're crazy.
And there are many people, not just Hispanic, there's African American, other cultures as well, who think that going to see anybody, something's wrong with you.
Yes.
They'll go to the doctor for a checkup physically, from a checkup from the neck down, but a checkup from the neck up. Oh no. And I'm sure that someone listening right now can identify with that. But, so what did you find out?
So after giving thought to what the neurologist was telling me, I realized then I grew up with a lot of trauma, and I started to read about anxiety, why people get anxiety, and a lot of things started to make sense to me. And I decided to go see a therapist, and but also did a lot of work on myself. I got a lot of self-help books, and I read about it, and I started to heal myself. I think I did a lot of work on my own by the time I went to the therapist. And after that, I felt like I was another person. I felt like I was coming out of, I don't know, something, I felt like I was in the woods trap maybe. And when I started going to this therapist and doing all the work on my own, I felt like I was in another place. I was getting out of that place. And that's what because I read a lot about mental health during that time, I decided, and I want to be I want to change. I don't want to do business anymore. I want to do mental health.
Right.
So that's what when I felt better, a year later, I signed up for human services classes.
Right. So that led you into the program of human services. And by the way, for the guests, for the audience who don't know what human services is working with people to become either a social worker or mental health professional, substance abuse counseling, working with people who have disabilities and other issues. You're working with people to help people. So that's what human services is. And people go on to get their bachelor's degree and master's degrees, become licensed clinical therapists. So that's the field that you found yourself in and going afterwards.
Yes, human services, but my ultimate goal is to become a licensed clinical mental
health therapist.
Yes,
absolutely, and no doubt about it. And being fast forward now, that knowing that you've graduated with your degree with honors, as a matter of fact, and being recognized by the president of the college, and the stories that they wanted to share about you, and even at graduation, having you to stand up and to be recognized in front of about 8,000 people. What was that like for you?
I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting that. I felt honored then then they mentioned my story.
Yeah.
I felt proud of myself.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of gratitude to the people that helped me
Yes.
to get where I am today.
Right.
There have been a lot of people. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that somehow contribute for me to be here.
Yes, that whole village.
Yes.
And see, you are the American dream. There's so many people that come to this country looking for opportunity, not coming here for drugs and all the stereotypes that people use, politically and everything else. But you came here and you didn't accept no as an answer. You were laser focused on what you wanted to do, which is why I want your story to be told and to understand that somebody listening to this can realize that, I too can make it. I can't make any more excuses. I can go forward. Well, guess what? We're about to take a break here, and we'll come back and finish up. But this first half of this amazing story has been brought to you by MauriceMcDonald.net. MauriceMcDonald.net. Go there and learn all about good gut health, because your health is your greatest wealth. We'll be right back.
But I honestly didn't realize how much I was out of balance and wasn't firing on all cylinders until I felt what it felt like to actually fire on all cylinders. I love the way I feel, and I genuinely look forward to taking these products every single day.
I love the Healthy Edge pack. It allows me to be more energized throughout the day. My recovery time from the gym is better, and I just feel a sense of well-being and vitality. My sleep is on point. I get restful sleep, because a lot of people sleep but they don't get restful sleep. That combination of P84 and Protandim is a 1-2 lights out punch, guys. I love it.
My hormones were out of whack, my gut health was bad, my sleep was off, my energy was off. A friend reached out to me, talked about a little yellow pill and a couple packs of powder. My health has never been better. My number 2 is great, if you know what I mean, and your number 2 does not lie on how your gut health is. These little packets of powder and this one little yellow pill has completely changed my health.
After introducing the Healthy Edge stack, something clicked. I'm sleeping soundly now. Restful nights, waking up refreshed, feeling renewed, digestion regularity. It feels amazing. And if you're listening, here's what I know for sure. Small, consistent choices compound into a life you're excited to live.
If you want to learn more about the Healthy Edge Stack, simply go to MauriceMcDonald.net, MauriceMcDonald, and learn about that Healthy Edge Stack. Do it today. Welcome back here to the It's About You show on WDRB Media. I want you to, if you would, Overlay, I know a while back you began to talk to me one day about a list. If you would tell the people when you hear the word, what the word list means to you.
Well, I think I did tell you the story a while ago. When I came to the United States, I had a list. I made a list, all the things that I was going to achieve when I arrived here. And some of the things that were in my list was learn English, have a house in the United States.
All right, so your list, the first thing was learn English and have a house in the U.S. All right.
House in the U.S. I didn't have kids at the time, but I when my list said, then I will have well-educated children.
Well-educated children, okay.
I will have a good husband.
Good husband, bingo.
That was on my list. I will have a car.
Mm-hmm.
I will drive. I eventually will become a USA citizen. That was on my list.
Becoming a citizen, all right.
Yes, becoming a citizen. And also get my college degree. And I was going to have a rewarding and fulfilling job. That was in my list.
Mm-hmm.
So for the long time, my list was incomplete. There was my legal status prevent prevent me from completing my list. But after I became legal, I started to work on those things to complete my list. And last week, my list was complete. I accomplished everything that I had in my list, because last week I had my rewarding job before I got my finished school. But yeah, my college degree, my education was the last one, and I completed last week.
So you're talking about your rewarding job. The last 12 months you've had to work. You had to do an internship, and you did an internship working with families in Charlotte, North Carolina, Thompson's Child and Family. So you had to do 170 hours of volunteer work each semester, actually doing what you've been studying for 2 years, and now putting it to work. And how long were you at that site before you were hired?
8 months.
So 8 months in to a volunteer job, because internships you have to work for free.
Yes.
But it's not monetary, but you get a lot of experience.
Yes.
And so you got hired, which means you had a paid internship.
Yes.
And so what has it been like working for this agency?
That's my rewarding job, the job that I always wanted to do. I wanted to, after I realized the importance of mental health, and my focus is that, and because I had a lot of traumas growing up, I want to work with children and adolescents, and I had the opportunity to work. I have the opportunity to work at Thompson with children and adolescents, and just help them somehow, inspire them, to some of them, and I see myself on them, and I tell them, then I talk to them, and I tell them all the things that they can do, how can they, anything. I try to share my stories with them, so some of them inspire them somehow.
Inspire the children, adolescents. You saw yourself in them.
Yes.
You had trauma growing up. You work with children with trauma and families.
Yes.
And I understand you work with parents too, single moms, and the fact that you are bilingual, being able to reach a population, you were able to bring a strong Hispanic clients to the agencies. You become a change agent, helping them to change their life.
Yeah, they didn't serve Hispanic people until I got there, because they didn't have Spanish speaking employee at that department. Yes.
So in other words, you open doors for the agency and for the clients.
Yeah.
You
so
merge.
Now we're two. They hired another one, so now we're two.
So you have there two. Okay, yes. Two of you now. And I realize that so many people have trauma in their lives, as you were talking about, and the fact that you went to counseling and you're working, and now you get the chance to see a brighter path or a brighter future. So that list, you've accomplished everything on your original list. So you said you were going to learn to speak English.
Yes.
You said that you would have good children.
Yes.
You said you would learn to drive.
Yes.
That you would own a car.
Yes.
You said you would have an amazing husband.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Okay. And what else was on that list? Oh, get a college degree?
My college degree.
So that was your original list?
Yes. That was my original list, and I accomplished. My kids, my daughter is at NC State University. Next year, she graduates next year. And my son is going in the fall, is going to UNC Wilmington.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they're having good kids.
Like you said, you're very proud.
I'm proud of them.
One daughter is graduating next year. So the idea that you have come here and not only have that list, but in the fall you will continue your education.
Yes, I will.
That you have been accepted.
Yes.
Into a university
Johnson C. Smith University.
Johnson and HBCU, going to historically black university, and you're going to be there, and you're going to pursue your bachelor's degree in social work. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, and then of course getting your master's in social work and becoming that licensed therapist. Yes. So going down the road. Oh yes, overcoming. So it sounds like you're going to have a new list.
Oh, I have my new list.
Oh, you have a new list.
I do have my new list.
Oh, okay.
Already. It's bigger this time.
Oh, your list is a bigger list. Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
A bigger list. Can you tell the people if somebody's listening to you now? First of all, how is it important for you to have a list?
You need to know what you want out of life. You have to have it. It's like a compass that inspire you to think on the decisions that you're going to make, how those decisions will impact where you want to be, where you see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my list because that's my compass. So all my decisions, important decisions, I think on my list, how will this decision affect or help to achieve my goals?
Oh, that's called drop the mic moment right there. Your compass. Your list is your compass. Oh my God. Some of y'all, hey, listen, some of the people who are in the car right now, are you at your desk? Get your pen and paper out. She's dropping nuggets. Your list is your compass. So in other words, how will I know where I'm going if I don't know how to get there? I got to have a why. I got to have some direction, clear direction. Put it on paper. Write it down. Make it plain.
Yes. And can I say something
Sure.
for that? Yes. Yeah, make it plain. Put it down on a paper. That's how you find out what is your why. But I'm telling you this to everyone who's listening to me. It doesn't matter how impossible it looks. When you know what you want and you work hard to get them, the opportunities will come to you. You won't have to do much. People will think of you. People will be placed at the right time, at the right place. Opportunity will just come to you. You won't work hard to get those opportunities. Those opportunities will somehow they just present to you, because that's what's happening to me. But you have to work on yourself.
Work on yourself.
Work on yourself. Seek help if you need a therapist. Try to overcome all the obstacles that you have faced or you're facing. Just try to be the best version of yourself. And when that happens, it's like opportunities will just flow to you.
Yeah, so the idea of it is you encouraging people to make a list, write it down, and no matter how difficult it looks,
yes,
how trying,
don't think of how hard or how impossible
it is. Yeah. Just write it down.
Yes.
And then start working toward it.
Yes.
So you don't just write it down and just look at it. I really tell people every day is to have a vision board.
Yes.
Where you write things down, and put it on your mirror. Put it on your wall. Because everybody goes to the bathroom in the morning. The first stop is the bathroom, shower, brush your teeth. You look in a mirror. So if you got it on your mirror, your list, I will be this. I'm going to do this. And now you take the baby steps to go and make it happen. And don't give up, even how hard it looks. You're saying that the universe, God will put it, people in the right place at the right time to get the blessing that was made for you, not somebody else.
Yes.
So that means that list, you can't listen to negative people that tell you, oh, you're crazy for drinking big.
No, my mindset has changed completely. Like I don't listen to those people. I don't. Like people who tell me you cannot do it. Like another thing that I say to myself, when I'm faced with something difficult, I always say to myself this: if I get to do this, there is nothing I cannot do. So I say that to myself every time I something is difficult to me.
You said that I get to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, you already know the obstacle is going to come, but you're going through the obstacle.
Yes.
You're not going to be crying about the obstacle. You're just going to make it happen.
Yes.
And make it work. And making sure. So having that list is so important. And you are so right, because research says that if individuals have goals and you write them down, because most people just have goals in their head,
Yes.
And you write them down. It's something about putting it on paper. It's something about, I know people say, I'll just type it on the computer. But if you put your handwriting,
Yes.
you put your handwriting there and you put it on a index card if you want, or whatever you got, a marker, whatever you got to do it. Put it. You can make it big, and put it there. Make the list of the most important things you want to make it. And also, it's good to put time limits on it. It's good to say by this date, I want to accomplish this. Not real small dates first.
Yes.
As you did. You said, I want to get my college degree. I want to have a home. Those things happen. It may take longer. It may take 6 months. It may take 6 years to get where you want to go. Because it sounds like yours was not overnight.
No.
That you're not an overnight success.
No. Oh, no. It's been years.
It's been years.
It's been years to get where I am today. Emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it took time. It took time for me to be where I am today.
Right.
But you have to work on yourself. Like, things will not just happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You have to work. You have to work on becoming the best person that you can be.
Yes.
You have to be live by your values too. That's very important.
Ooh, live by your values.
Live by your values is really important. Be authentic. Yes, you have to become the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm. How do you think your personal experiences and background influence your approach to helping others in the profession?
Well, right now I work with a lot of Hispanic families, and just sharing my story. I have a family. I was talking to the youth about, she did not want to go. She was not thinking of going to college to finish high school. She's in this is her last year of high school. So I talked her like, okay, maybe why don't you try maybe a few classes as a PCC to see how you like it. I was just talking to her. Her mom was listening. She was sitting there with us on the couch, and then she say, I told my story to the daughter, and mom say, you know what? I want to do that too. And it made me feel so good. I was so happy because she said, you know what? I want to take ESL classes because she's in the United States for 20 years and she does not speak English. And now she wants to take ESL classes. So those little things, then somehow if I get to share my story and motivate somebody else to do something to better themselves, because once you put a foot in college, there is no going back.
No going back.
There's no going back.
One foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And no matter what happens.
Yes.
So you were able to, so to speak, have two birds in one stone, so to speak.
Yes.
You're speaking to the daughter about who's getting out of high school to help her change her mindset about the future.
Yes.
And the mother for 20 years cannot speak English and she wants to go take ESL classes. That stands for English as Second Language.
Yes.
So that's the first step.
Yes.
And you know what happens when they start learning the Spanish. Now they want to continue going to school usually.
Yes.
And find what they want to do. If they want to become a hairstylist, they want to become a chef or whatever they choose to be.
Yes.
And they can come out of that. So your experience of your list you're going to inspire other people to make a list. And that is so important because I've made a list. I have a list. I get it. And I think a lot of times people wander around with no sense of direction. You know, if a ship, you know, is out, there's something called, you know, the trim tab that's on a ship rudder. The rudder is maybe 150 feet down in the water on a major ship line, but there's a trim tab on top of that rudder that allows the ship to turn. If that breaks, or you get a ship that has no destination, we're just going to leave the harbor with no destination, they're going to run out of gas and be adrift out in the ocean because they had no direction. And I think a lot of people do that. They don't have clear goals or directions and no little goals to try to get there. They just aimlessly wander around. I'll figure it out when I get there. And so what I'm hearing you say is you had some clear directions,
yes,
even though it took some time, because, you know, the planting season is not the same time as the harvest season.
But you know, what's another thing is then sometimes things we need to work on ourselves, because if it's taking longer, don't give up, because it just means then you're getting prepared to what comes, what is about to come. That's how I see it now. Because for years I was frustrated because nothing. I saw friends graduating, friends getting their dream jobs, and I felt like I was sitting in the bench waiting for my turn to go in the game of life and play the game. But now I look back and I see that it wasn't my time. It wasn't my time because I needed to be home for my kids. I come from a broken family. I didn't have my mother home. So it wasn't my time. I needed to be there for my kids. Now that my kids are older, now I get to focus on me. Now I get to go to school without having the guilt the moms feel. So it doesn't matter if it looks like it's never going to happen, or if it looks like it's taking too long. It is just, it means that you're getting ready, you're getting prepared. You have to work on yourself. And when you get where you need to be, believe me, the opportunities will just come to you. They will just come to you.
Yeah, so when I'm hearing you say that, take that time that is to work on yourself,
yes,
before you finish your list,
yes,
before you get to your goal.
Yes.
This gives you time to work on you. Because in human services, you know, we always say, you are your first client. You must work on your own issues, because guess what? We all have issues. We all got stuff. We got stuff from childhood. We got trauma from childhood. We got heartbreak. We have disappointment. We have, you know, divorced families, death in the family, losing parents at a young age, or whatever else. People who have been, you know, victimized as children themselves, been abused, whatever it is, they need to work on that.
Yes.
And so no matter what field you go into, we all need counseling. We all, because I tell people right now, anybody that says, I don't need counseling, you've never been to counseling. You go there and find out. Even people say, well, I've never been through it. I had a perfect family. I was this and that. No, you did not. You're lying to yourself. Counseling helps to bring out, because there's a stigma that you talked about,
yes,
of going to get help, you know, to reach your goals, because people, you know, got issues. They were the oldest child, and the youngest child got treated differently. They felt like they were the black sheep of the family, or they felt like they were the outcast, or the middle child, that lost child. And my mother liked my brother and sister more than me, and now they're 40 years old, still struggling with that. My dad left us. We were abandoned. You know, he divorced and left, got another family, and you're still struggling. And now you're having trouble in your marriage because you still got a lot of issues from childhood. And these are the kind of trauma and things that most people don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's so important. Like you said, you overcame a lot of things, you know, emotionally, physically, coming to America, being able to trying to adapt to being a U.S. citizen and those types of things. So tell us, so what has happened about your status now?
Well, I'm a citizen now. I vote in the last elections. I vote. That was like, oh,
You
it was
voted in the
amazing.
last election.
Yes, yes.
What was that like for you?
It was incredible because the whole family went. My children also, my son voted for the first time. So the four of us went to vote. And it was like, it was amazing. I got my USA passport. I always dreamed to have that. I always imagine having that passport, that blue passport. I always wanted a blue passport. Now I have the blue. I just got it 2 months ago, and that blue passport, I had it in my mind. Like I always say, like, one day I will have the blue passport, and now I do.
And you get to travel and go where you want to go.
Travel, yeah, I'm going out of the country in August.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my blue passport.
Oh my good, yeah, that is so that is awesome. I tell you, so what are some personal and professional milestones you hope to achieve in coming years? I know you mentioned about getting your degree and those types of things and becoming a therapist, but do you have any other milestones you would like to accomplish?
Yes, I have, like I say, I have a new list.
A new list.
Yes, and this list is longer. It's longer. I don't want to say much. Because,
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. It's okay. You don't have to tell us about your list. But guess what? All that means is I got to keep up with you, and later down the road, come back and find out after you accomplish some of those things on that list.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that's important. So I know, I guess it's safe to say, getting your bachelor's degree and master's degree in the next 3 years or so, and then become a licensed therapist, that type of thing,
I would like to be one of the things on my list is that I would like to have my private practice and have a nonprofit. Like I said before, I had that idea. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen, but I have the idea. And to me, that's all that matters. Like, I know what I want. And I know as I get more education, I probably will meet people, and things just work that way. Like, things have worked that way for me. So if they work that way for me, it will work the same way for anybody else that is willing to do the work. So I don't know how am I going to get my nonprofit. I don't know where I'm going to get the money. I don't know nothing about it. I just know that that's what I want to do. And I know then I will get it somehow because I'm working towards that goal. And that's all that matters for me.
Right. That you're working toward the goal. See, here's the thing about it. Nietzsche says, he who has a why can make it. The how doesn't matter. Most people talk about the how.
Yeah.
No, if you got the why, the how doesn't matter.
Because when you think on the how, right there, you stop in yourself. Because reality will tell you where you're going to get the money from, how you're going to do it. Like, there are a lot of things that no. You just focus on what you want to do and work towards that goal.
Focus on what you want and work toward that goal. The how will come later.
Yes. Yeah, you never know. Like, if I would tell you all the people, they just came and helped me and out of the blue opportunities. I'm overwhelmed with all the opportunities than I have right now. But I'm focused of bigger goals. So I even might have to turn some opportunities just because as they're good opportunities, but my goals are bigger.
Right. And the time is not right.
Exactly.
Right now.
So,
good deal. Good deal. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll get back and finish up with this. This segment has been brought to you by MauriceMcDonald.net. MauriceMcDonald.net. Go and learn all about good gut health because your health is your greatest wealth.
I've known for a while now that inflammation, brain fog, low energy, and gut issues were all connected. But I honestly didn't realize how much I was out of balance and wasn't firing on all cylinders until I felt what it felt like to actually fire on all cylinders. I love the way I feel, and I genuinely look forward to taking these products every single day.
I love the Healthy Edge pack. It allows me to be more energized throughout the day. My recovery time from the gym is better, and I just feel a sense of well-being and vitality. My sleep is on point. I get restful sleep, because a lot of people sleep but they don't get restful sleep. That combination of P84 and Protandim is a 1-2 lights out punch, guys. I love it.
My hormones were out of whack, my gut health was bad, my sleep was off, my energy was off. A friend reached out to me, talked about a little yellow pill and a couple packs of powder. My health has never been better. My number 2 is great, if you know what I mean, and your number 2 does not lie on how your gut health is. These little packets of powder and this one little yellow pill has completely changed my health.
After introducing the Healthy Edge stack, something clicked. I'm sleeping soundly now. Restful nights, waking up refreshed, feeling renewed, digestion regularity. It feels amazing. And if you're listening, here's what I know for sure. Small, consistent choices compound into a life you're excited to live.
If you want to learn more about the Healthy Edge Stack, simply go to mauricemcdonald.net, MauricemCDonald, and learn about that Healthy Edge Stack. Do it today. Okay, we're back. I'm going to tell you, this has been so enlightening and so motivational, so inspiring to me. Odele, for you to share the information you've been sharing here. If you were to think about it, who or what has been a great source of inspiration to you along this journey that you had since you came here to America?
Well, as I said before, I just want to be better. I want to make an impact. I know I have been created for something, to do something, to leave a mark. I want to do that. I want my children to inspire them to help others, just like people has helping me, because I am blessed. I have been blessed through my whole life. I have had people that have helped me somehow. There's so many to mention, but I do want to mention a few.
Okay.
Mr. Bill and Miss Susan, thank you so much. You were the first people that I learned to trust. You have no idea how much you impact my life. You inspire me to be, both of you, to be a better person, to be a better mother. The way you help others inspire me. I want to do what you did to me. I want to help others the way you helped me. I want to thank Christopher, my supervisor. He has taken me under his wing. When he offered me the job, I didn't feel ready. I was scared because I never worked in an office setting environment. And he told me that he will train me, that I don't have to worry about me not knowing anything. All he cares is my character and my work ethic. And he believed in me. And he has helped me to grow. He is always willing to work with my schedule, my school schedule. He wants me to be better. If that means me getting better, going to work someplace else, he doesn't mind that. So one day I would like to be like him. He inspired me. I want to thank you, Mr. McDonald, because you and Ms. Johnson talked to me about continuing my education. Because when I came to CPCC, I was only looking for an associate degree. That's all I wanted. I never thought going, because I thought I was too old. Like all I need is 2 years of associate degree and then that's it, because I was too old. But you and Miss Johnson have helped me and inspired me and talked me into continue my education and pursue a master's degree. And that's what I'm doing. So there have been a lot of people that inspire me through my journey.
Yeah, let me tell you, you've inspired me because, people ask me, why do you teach? You've had all these different careers. Why are you still doing what you do? It's students like you that become my why. And that keeps me young. That keeps me motivated. What can I do next? And for me to look back and see you in the future when you have your nonprofit, you got your own practice, and I'm seeing you the director of this program, and you're on boards, and the things that I see in the future is my why, to leave my mark, to help you to, and I love what you said, to inspire other people. Your children have inspired you because I know they're very proud of you, and I know your husband is very proud of you. He's got a new wife, of course.
Yes, he does.
I'm sure and the fact that he's supporting you, because a lot of time men don't want to support their wives because their schedule changed, they're busy, they're doing those kinds of things, but you already know about self-care and spending family time. I know you're very family oriented. And so I'm just thrilled at your growth, and I see where you're headed. And this is one of the reasons why we kept pushing you, that we knew, and you began to tell your story. As I said before, you are the American dream to come here. This is and I know, as I told you many times, about a book.
Yes, I will. That's on my list. That's on my list. I want to write a book. I want to tell my story, because for many years, those years, and I was undocumented. I was afraid of telling people that I was undocumented. I was afraid to get to know people, because people start to ask questions. People want to know you better. And I was afraid to tell people that I was undocumented. And I was in the shadows, like literally, that I was in the shadow. I have to hide from people. That was a secret for me. And now I want to tell my story.
Tell the story.
I want everyone to know my story. I'm not ashamed anymore,
Mm-hmm.
because I was ashamed. I was ashamed. I was afraid of being deported, but I'm not anymore. So I wanted to write a book to tell my story, because I overcome fear and shame, which are the worst feelings, because those feelings prevent us from grow, from moving on, from work on ourselves. Like those feelings, we need to overcome those feelings.
Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank you so much for this, agreeing for this interview. I thought of you, and I just wanted the world to hear your story. And there are so many other people such as yourself, great people headed to great heights, who come from difficult paths and challenges, but you're the overcomer. And I want to thank you for that. With that said, so listen, guys, this has been a wonderful, wonderful time here. This is our time for today is up. But listen, this segment has been brought to you by MauriceMcDonald.net. Go to MauriceMcDonald.net and learn more about good gut health. Until next Tuesday, 8 o'clock, go out and be great, because you absolutely, positively deserve it. We'll see you next week.